Hey, hey, yeah, what they gonna say now? Hey, I see you, E. Hey, 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 I gotta do the wave. You gotta go through the wave.
I'm like, you lost me with
That's
that.
on you.
Hey, what's
What's up, bitch? Y'all good out there? Who chimed in with us? I'm gonna let it go. We gonna stay turned up for y'all.
I'm on it.
Let's get it. Your city. We in it, baby. What's up? So, I don't know if everybody knows everybody. So, we're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves again for the newcomers. Even the people who have already been here. We're going to, do our little round
They
table.
asked to see the boss, so they sent me. You feel me? E-man, you know what I'm saying? How y'all doing, peeps?
And I'm CT in the house, representing.
Going
And I'm
on?
Aisha, aka Toot.
Hey, I'm Brittany, the one and only. I'm Deja, the princess.
You know I'm Uncle Dan.
I'm
The
a
man. And we are.
That's what I said.
What's up, y'all? What's up? So we're gonna go ahead and get this started. We got some juicy topics, and don't forget, anytime you got a question that you want to ask us, please drop it in our comments. Please drop it in our comments, because we will definitely get around to them, and whether it's today, next week, or whenever. But we will definitely get to them. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started. We got a couple people tuned in. How y'all doing? So we gonna go ahead and get this started. I don't know who wanna start. My man's Dan or my man's.
We can start on that side this.
They say, hold on. They say, no sound, my baby. That's what Viva La Cinco says. They say we got no sound right now.
No sound?
On
Y'all can't
Instagram,
hear
no
us?
sound, my babies. Y'all can't hear us?
Oh yeah, I see.
Can y'all hear us?
Can y'all let us know if y'all can hear us?
Say ooh ooh if you can hear us.
Let me get a ha if you can hear us. No, just type in you can hear us if you can hear us though, for real.
No, for real. We need to.
Because we got some juicy topics and y'all need to hear this.
I don't want to be,
You know. Come again? Hello? Alright. I'm assuming y'all can hear
Loud
us.
and clear. Say loud and clear.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
Okay, we gonna start it.
Yeah, we gonna start on that side. Who was that said they couldn't hear us? You might want to get your phone checked.
Yeah. You had to put it on pause for a while, you know what I'm saying?
You
But
might want to get that checked out.
yeah, we back
It's
moving
not us,
now.
it's you.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with the first one, all right? And it says, is Donald Trump going to jail or not?
Ooh.
See, I don't know if y'all been up on that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give y'all 15 seconds to answer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all
Hold
a
on.
second. Alright, so look, I don't know if y'all been up to it, but he been getting dimes dropped on him left and right by someone named Rob Cohen. He's been going to court, and it's been crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's been telling all about the money, everything, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But I think the man's going to jail. I'm not gonna lie. I want to know what y'all think. It's been all on CNN.
You know what though? Me personally, I feel like money is gonna keep that man out of jail. So yeah, all his counterpartners or whatever, they getting that ticket. But him on the other hand, I don't think he gonna go to jail.
Yeah,
I think he might get probation or something ridiculous like that. If he even get probation, they might even just do like this to him.
Right.
Nah,
No,
he
this
going
is
to
the
jail.
thing though.
Nah.
He
definitely
might
going to
he
jail.
might be in jail because
Listen.
he the right color, but he ain't got no money.
No,
for it.
listen.
Donald Trump really
If
ain't
everybody around him
broke.
going to
He
jail,
broke,
he
broke.
definitely going to jail.
I think we
They
just
all telling on him. He's definitely going to jail. Like, he gonna go to jail.
They need to
I think
get
we-
him out of office when he messes some other stuff because he done racked our debt up extremely high. He need to go to
I mean,
jail.
our
He
debt
a
was already high,
criminal.
though.
He a criminal,
Yeah.
but it's even higher.
But it was
He
already
need to
high.
go. He need to skip going
He ain't
to
a miracle
jail.
worker, though.
He
It
need
was
to-
already high.
he
He
need to
already
go.
owed like,
We
what,
should-
$7-8 trillion or something like that?
China owns this.
That ain't got nothing to do with that.
I know. You talking about Trump? I think you go to China. I think we should just expect the unexpected because we didn't expect him to become the president, so we shouldn't.
I kind of knew it
I did too.
I kinda
I
knew it.
didn't.
when it
I
happened.
did not expect.
It was
he
already foreseen that he was gonna become president in one of those cartoons, The Simpsons or something like that. He was president.
Not only that,
The Simpsons crazy.
They be telling us some
dude,
stuff.
like,
They be predicting everything.
they.
I'm talking about they had the map and everything right.
For
Like
real?
the you know how they do the whatever it's called, but they had the map right and everything. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That make America great again. That's what sold it.
I did.
Because they were so damaged after Bush. Barack didn't have a chance, and they was like, you know what? Let's go with a businessman, somebody who ain't got no political background. But they failed to realize all his businesses failed. So you know he was
He
gonna
went
destroy the
bankrupt.
country too.
On all of
So they didn't make America great again. They made America broke. Again.
But what does make America great again anyway? Like
Get
what was
rid of us
America great?
niggas.
Like we was slaves. Like what?
That's
Like, 300 years, like,
That's what he mean.
like we was just
That's
slaves.
what
Like
make
we was
America
great.
great
Like,
again. Get rid of you.
That's what
we was just like it was just colored in like non-color. I mean whites only. Like when was it great? I don't get it. But
That's
anyway,
what I'm
he going to jail. I hope he go to jail.
Mhm.
We
Right.
gonna burn.
Mhm.
Burn, baby, burn.
Well, ain't he already burned?
Nigga on.
He ordered.
Good Santana. Good Santana.
This Donald Trump.
What y'all think?
We're sipping on
Hey,
that Donald Trump.
Trump.
Well, I ain't got nothing but toast for Donald Trump. So what do y'all think in the audience? What y'all think? Y'all think he should go to jail or get a pass? What y'all think?
Don't be shy.
Go to jail or get a pass? Pass
We already got some people that chimed in. We got Auntie Pam. Pamela. She says he knows too many secrets, too many people's secrets. So no, he's not going.
You know he gonna
That is
snitch like a
true.
little. He gonna be like, I go down, you all go down.
Everybody
his
telling
move.
his secrets though.
Listen, but he probably got them juicy ones.
He
that's
paying
like,
off
you know
women. I mean, he paying off prostitutes
Ooh.
with like president checks or all type of stuff. Like
Yeah.
I
he
got a
going to
good
jail.
one.
He
I got a
definitely
good
going to
one. Don't y'all? Okay, so. Oh, I got one. So look, what is my man's name? My man's name that he going to jail for his dang, I can't even get it out. I'm sorry, his trafficking issue. What was it? The prostitution thing.
You talking Robert Kraft?
Yes.
Right. Oh, okay.
Oh, he ain't going to jail.
No, they ain't going to
He ain't
jail. They
going
just trying to
He just
slander his
trying to
name.
get a little, you know.
Yeah, rubbing tug through the
That was-
massage
That's
parlor.
He
normal.
must
You know
have
what I'm
got.
saying?
He must have got.
tricking. I
They trying to
mean,
come back in.
He was tricking. Okay,
Yeah,
but my
that ain't
thing
nothing.
is, he got busted for that.
That's
Do you know how, like, they don't call them prostitutes in that industry. They call them escorts.
right.
So, with them blasting him like that, y'all don't think, like, the whole little trafficking thing is about to start? Like,
No,
no?
it's making too
And
much
what
money.
might
They ain't
do
about
it
to
become
do that.
sex trafficking? Like, what did he do to make it sex trafficking?
Right,
No,
he was at
no,
a
I'm not saying that he
massage
was
parlor.
sex trafficking. I'm just saying the fact that he, out of all these people who do these escorting, why is it him?
Cause he got a
Because-
line
Why-
somewhere.
Because he helped me get out of jail and he crossed the line. They was like, we
There
gonna
you
put you in
go.
your place
He
too.
did something that he
That's
wasn't
all
supposed
that
to do,
was.
and they said we gonna teach you a lesson.
He won
You
the
keep going on
championship.
this side, we
He
gonna get you
wearing
back on
meat
this side.
chain all in the parade. They like, oh, this.
You
okay.
on the wrong side. You
You an
on
Ian
the.
lover?
Yep.
You an Ian
You
lover?
like,
Yep.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got something for you.
Yeah, we got something for y'all boys. Feel
They
me?
did that with Art. Well, R. Kelly needed to do it. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's not there.
Okay, so this is so off topic with the R. Kelly thing.
Mhm.
Somebody made a good point. So we got R. Kelly, Jesse Smollett.
Mhm.
Do y'all think that we, as a community of the race, black race, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think that we do more of the bashing? Like, it's so many other topics that we can talk about. Why are we so stuck on this Jesse Smollett and this whole R. Kelly thing?
It's funny.
Cause ain't nobody got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, sure. What else we gonna talk about? They just waiting for everything. People just want to talk about other people.
I think even if you want to be real, like even the white people being talked about, Kim Kardashian and Khloe Kardashian are being.
They not white, they're Armenian.
I mean, they want to
That's
be.
all.
They want to be.
They want to be another.
That's why they get talked about,
They
because they
wanna
want to be mixed. They want to be black.
I think whatever hot right now, whoever hot, that's what we talking about. That's what I think.
Okay, your opinion. Well, guess what, y'all? My question.
Okay, then.
Okay.
I got a good one for y'all. Can I get a drum roll, please? Hey, all right. So, Little Duval commented and said, if you make under 100K a year, you shouldn't be able to have more than one kid.
I ain't gonna.
I got something to say for you. Do that. I'm a new mommy. I love my baby so much. It does not matter if you make 100K, 60K, 50K, whatever. Who are you to say somebody should or shouldn't have a kid? That's none of your business. If he ain't taking care of them, if you ain't paying for them, if you ain't going to hospitals with them, mind your business. And it's actually about more so to me, population control than more so having a kid. That's why in China, if you actually have more than one kid, you got to pay for it because they want to keep their population
kill 'em.
smaller.
They kill them.
They get rid of the little girls because that's a whole other topic. They get rid of the girls because the boys can carry on the name, but they get rid of the girls and put them in orphanages. But
No, they put them in toilets.
that,
It's
yes.
flushing. I didn't hear that.
but to I ain't never heard that.
Toilet. No, they really
Toilets.
did, for real. That's
But to
all.
have a second child in China, you have to pay for it because it's about population control. So really, I think it's more so about population control than people can afford it. Because if you can afford your kid or 1, 2, or 3, or 5 kids, what does it matter if I make less than 100K? Like that's stupid.
I got something to say on that one. I don't think it's so much about population control. I think it's about if you having 5 or 6 kids that you can't afford, basically we paying for it. When we go to work every day and we paying our taxes, we paying for these people who having all these kids and they can't afford them. We paying for y'all food stamps. We paying for y'all medical insurance. Everything that y'all doing, y'all can't afford it. So I don't agree with him, but I understand where he coming from when he say if you don't make a certain amount of money, you shouldn't be having so many kids because you can't take care of them at the end of the day. We taking care of them.
But what do y'all think sex is? Sex is meant to procreate. Yes, it was meant to be pleasurable, but when you have sex, you meant to procreate. Animals, they get it on to procreate. Humans, you have sex to reproduce, right? That's what sex is. So if you telling people you make a less amount of money, then you shouldn't have sex because eventually at some point you're going to have a baby. It's
That's
just
like
like
You should.
who said
at
that?
some point you're going to eventually have a kid unless you cannot have a kid.
But
Where
if
is
you
it?
having babies, you definitely should be able to take care of them. Like,
Where-
so.
I'm not saying you should
And
just
if,
out here
and if
have
you on
kids and
government
not take care of
assistance and
them.
you still
but
having kids,
It's a lot of
There's a
white people
problem
on
with that.
government
That's a big problem
assistance
with that.
that
And that
never
shouldn't be
even
happening.
need it. They finesse the system. So what you talking about?
listen, if you want government assistance and you still having kids, it's a big
I
problem.
can have a lot of money and
Definitely.
still be on government assistance. There's people who finesse the system all the time, so that can't be true.
Well, that's a different time.
He said if you want
That's-
government assistance, you shouldn't
I'm
still
talking
be
about
having kids.
and you really poor though.
Yeah, if you really can't afford your kids,
And you really
need
like
the
you really
government
need the
assistance.
food stamps and the Section
Oh,
8 and this and that and the Medicaid. You shouldn't still be having kids. Like why is you still having kids?
And another
You
question:
can't even take care of the ones you got.
who said the sex is strictly for procreating? You
I
got
think
that out
it's
of
meant
a
for
book?
pleasure. It's pleasurable, but it's also meant to reproduce. That's just
Who
as
said
humans,
that? The
we're meant
Bible?
to reproduce.
Or what?
Bible, mankind, animal kind, that's just
And
what
who
it
made
is.
that Bible? We're, right, we don't even know who made
Who
these,
wrote the
these
Bible?
things. So if you
And
don't
who-
follow everything strictly on the Bible, I don't feel like you should follow one thing from the Bible or from one book. I feel like you live your life the way you want to, and I'm not about to I'm gonna have a million kids just because I want to have sex. Like, I don't think that's right.
That's what condoms are for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
you
how
think-
would you know about condoms? How would you know about any of that, right? If you never seen it done before, right? How would you know about condoms? If you never knew about sex, right? So she's saying, I see what she's saying about sex is meant to procreate, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the meaning for it.
It's
So,
also pleasurable though.
right? No, but how would you know it's pleasurable if the first people that had sex, they had babies? You feel what I'm saying? Everybody having babies, right? How would you know it's pleasurable until the first person that had sex didn't have babies? So when did the condoms get introduced?
When they realized, oh, I can't afford all these kids that I'm having problems because.
Or is it people don't want to have kids for selfish reasons?
I don't think it's
No.
just.
I mean, it's your reason, but I mean, this is another topic within itself. But I know people, and I mean, y'all want to call it what you want to call it, but people tend to, oh, I'm pregnant. Well, I don't want a kid, now so let me abort or let me mistreat this child instead of growing up and take care of the child. If you're gonna have sex, understand that you're taking a chance, you might get pregnant or you might not. Protect yourself, but you might get pregnant, you might not, but accept all the responsibility that comes with that.
I mean, I feel like everybody should live their life just how they want to. So if you feel like sex is meant to procreate, and that's why we have that choice. So that's why I don't fully agree with what Little Duval said, but I understand what he said. So I have my take on that. Now, I'm not gonna say that I think that you need to have $100,000, but when you don't have the finances, the kids miss out on so much. Right. They miss out on a lot, and it's not just the fact of them being treated well. Like, of course, we want kids to be treated good, but you got to think about the kids' mental. You got to think about you smothering them because they can't go nowhere, they can't do nothing. So now I'm just in these books. So a lot of times the kids, when they strictly in the books, and let's say you take care of them, whatever they love, they in the books or whatever. But when they get out into the real life and they see that it's so much out there, you took that away from them.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from with that, but people manage their money poorly. Over 95% of people are living check to check. So even if he said you make $100K a year or whatever, right? You have all the kids you want. I'm mismanaging my money and I'm still struggling, can't take care of my children. I got like 5 kids and I make $100K a month. It's what you do with your money. I can make 45 and my kid can be well cultured, reading books. They could be traveling. They could be in a lot of activities, but I make 45 a year. It's how you budget your money, where you put your money too. You could teach your kids all that they need to know if you budget your money right. People are living past their means.
So you honestly think, with the way of living, the cost of living, you honestly think that you can raise a kid with $45,000 a year?
People do it all the time.
And still be able to do all of that stuff that you said.
Man,
travel and all that other
they do
stuff.
multiple streams of income. People penny pitch. People use coupons. People have come up with multiple ways to do what they want to do. They live a minimalist lifestyle, which is a new way of living. You don't live past what you need. You put yourself on a budget. Now, it depends on who you are as an individual. That might not be what you want to do. But that's just your choice of living. You could do it. It's been done and people are doing it.
You can.
Okay.
You can.
I can do that.
What do y'all think in the comments? We want to go ahead and see what y'all thinking about there.
As far as, so the question, I don't know if y'all heard the question or not, or the statement. Lil Duval basically said that he thinks that if you don't have or make $100K a year, then you shouldn't have more than one child. Tell us what y'all think. We want to hear it.
45 still sounds so light.
It do.
No, it just sounds so light.
It is.
For for you to be able to do what you want to do, and for your kid, to have your kid set, it's just not 45.
I'm part of a whole community of a lot of people who actually traveled the whole world. And
you know what?
They travel the whole world. And they got businesses, they do a lot of freelance stuff. They kids
how much they make though, I said?
How much they make? They make within that range of what he's talking about. No, within under that range of what they less than 100K. It's what they put their priorities
How much under 100K though? You said like 80, 90, because that's like the same thing.
I mean, yeah, but it's under that 50, 60.
Hold on, we got some people chiming in. What does they say? Pam
45
says,
low, I don't know.
She says, I disagree, Britt. Most kids who are raised to live within their means are happier because they don't live for the Jones.
No, I'm not saying wanting okay, so a lot of people when they say, oh man, I gotta give my kid the best, we talking about material things, right? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just, I don't know, I'm sorry if I don't really know how to explain it, but just life itself, it's so much to life besides the material things, as far as putting the kids in activities, rather it's chess, rather it's sports, rather it's traveling with them and showing them all different type of things, giving them, exposing them to different type of food, the languages, all different type of stuff. What I'm saying is that stuff actually costs money. Now, I'm not going to say that I completely agree with it, but what I'm saying is, because some people are in circumstances where they obviously can't make 100K or, 80K or whatever. I get that. But what I'm saying is, if you know that your circumstances are at a certain point and you only got one child, there is no way that you should be having more than one. However, I don't feel as though I can tell you how many kids you can have. But if you have the, what's the word I'm looking for? If you can if you can say, oh man, I'm not gonna have more than one kid, then don't do it. Cause the kids to me are missing out on so much when you can't have or have enough money for them.
But how do you know they're missing out on stuff? Have you talked to every kid that make like 40, 50, 60K a year? No. Like the kids, like for example, a lot of rich kids, people whose families are very wealthy, they ain't happy. Kids who people make less money are the happiest. People actually statistically proven people with less things are happier than people with more things.
See, again,
it's how you
still think
about material.
I'm not saying like just your experience within itself is what you decide to do. Like it's what you do with your money to get that experience. So if I want to use it 45 because I guess that's just you can get lower than 45. But let's just say 45 a year, right? Mm-hmm. I have an apartment, I have a car, I have my kids, they could be expensive. So I'm like, all right, let's say I want to take like 5 trips a year, and I want to introduce you to this country, this stuff, that stuff. You plan it out. I make this much, this is what your stuff is. I put every extra money towards that thing. It's about budgeting and putting it towards that. In my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it.
I'm just speaking from personal experience right now, and I have one child. I know for a fact that I cannot afford to have another child just because even the daycare, like I'm not on government assistance, and I choose not to be on government assistance. But if I was to have another child, and I'm just adding it up off my head right now, I cannot afford to send my child two children to daycare right now, and that's just me.
And they only give.
And that's not a choice. That I don't have a grandma to send my baby to, or somebody that's not working to let my baby watch my baby. So if I was to have another kid, that would be a terrible idea. I'm just saying for me. So my question to you, Chelsea, I shouldn't have sex.
Protect yourself if you want to have sex, but understand that there's a possibility you could have a baby.
Okay, so I got one more thing. I'm sorry, go ahead. So I saw this movie not too long ago. And this movie was basically this family, it was a wife, a husband, and they had 3 kids, I think. Four kids. And they lived out of a bus. They had everything in their little bus. They traveled all over the world. The only thing that they needed money for was gas. How did they wash up? They used basically the river, the ocean, or whatever water that they were around when they were driving. And they had their own soap. How did they get clothes? They got clothes from people who were giving them clothes or whatever, right? Food, they had enough money for them to get food because they were I forget what it was that they were selling in order for them to get the money for it, right? Mm-hmm. The oldest kid was so pissed off because he was socially awkward. He was so pissed off at his parents that they even let them be in that type of situation. Because he didn't know they were all so smart. Like they can tell you all the amendments front to back. They knew how to load a gun. They knew how to hunt. They knew all the presidents, knew all about the presidents. But the kids were so pissed off because they were socially awkward. So he couldn't afford to go to college. So he obviously, he passed and got all of these scholarships or whatever, and he ended up going to college for free. But he was pissed, regardless.
I don't even think it's just about being pissed. Them the kids that get bullied in school too, because they just can't. They don't have it. They don't, and that's not they fault. That's their parents' fault. To me,
sorry.
Go ahead.
My bad. But as a parent, if we live in that lifestyle and I'm visiting all these places, I understand that you can eventually be socially awkward. So while I'm visiting these places, why not learn about these communities where I can introduce my kids to other kids and have them interact? I don't know how long
it takes money to do that.
I don't understand I don't know how long they was in these places for
the boy it would have been his first year in college, so he was 19 years old. So for 19 years they were on the road basically.
But that's not the norm for everybody. That's something you gotta take into consideration when you live a lifestyle. Is it worth the risk or not? How long am I gonna do this? How long I'm not? Do I want my child to be socially that? My kid's not getting the socialization skills they need. So it's a possibility that when it's time for that, they could be a little weird. So as a parent, you need to take all that into consideration. I'm not saying finances don't matter; they do, but it shouldn't be null and void. I'm a mother, and honestly, I don't make 50 or whatever a year. I know I ain't ready for another kid because it's time for something. It's the time for me. It's a lot of time, and I don't want to put the time in right now.
I think we
But
should
you know you want to be rich though, right?
See what they
I'm
say.
gonna be rich.
All right then. Well, people be
Hey,
content.
go-
I guess what I'm
go
saying
into different
is
things.
people be content with living on government assistance though.
All right, we got Zaire. We got. Now Pam says. Oh snap! So
Okay, Monique said they need to start using birth control.
Birth control was created to exterminate a certain
Oh,
kind of
shit.
race. I'm just
I just
saying,
want to
y'all
go to the
really
question.
Y'all
I
done
was
started
just
her
saying,
ass
like
again.
birth control
Let's
was
just go to
really
the- I'm tired of
originated to exterminate a race. If you want to be real with it, I mean, like I said, have the sex you want to have. It was meant to be pleasurable, but understand that it's a possibility you can get pregnant. Will you get pregnant all the time? No, but it's a possibility you could get pregnant. Take the risk.
But why can't they take the birth control so then therefore when they have sex they can have pleasure?
Take it, but
Okay.
understand
I
that
do
it's a
wanna
risk
say-
behind birth control too.
I want to say something. Zaire too said, what did she say? After school activities usually don't cost. Let me say,
Bullshit.
as a person that
Back
has
then.
participated in after school activities my entire life, they're not free.
Nope.
They are not free, and you can. My mama can vouch for me. They're not free.
And we got one more person. I'm sorry. Khalil from Facebook. He says financial status doesn't make a good parent. That is absolutely true. And he's saying he's talking from inexperience. That is absolutely
That's
true.
facts.
We're not basic. And I want to clear up what I'm saying. I don't want people to feel like I feel like you should have 100K in order for you to have more than one kid. What I'm saying is you are pretty not taken away, but you stopping your kid from doing certain things for them to actually enjoy life as a whole when you don't have enough money to provide and do the things that they should and want to do. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Okay then.
But who's to say that we feel like, oh, you should do X, Y, and Z?
Hold up.
How do you know that's something they should or shouldn't do? How do you know
Because
that's
you
gonna
should
make or
never,
break them?
you should never want your kid to just. You always want them to experience everything so they can make the decision if they want to do it or not.
No, you're right. People should just live on government assistance. And just-
I didn't say
That's
Right.
that.
Next question.
I didn't.
Hey, I'm with him.
I agree.
All right, y'all. So here's my topic. So I'm not sure if you guys heard this group that Kim Kardashian is teaming up with, but it's called the First Step Act. And so with Kim's assistance, they have granted another person freedom. And apparently everybody's thinking that Kim is doing this just for the fame. My opinion is, who the fuck cares? She's still helping them. What are y'all doing? Nothing.
Thanks.
So who cares? That's the reason why they have her, because she has the fame, she has the connects, and therefore these people have gotten out of prison. They are able to start a new life.
Absolutely.
So I say, for everybody who feel that way, like, what are y'all doing? That's the question.
Suck a fat one.
See,
You know,
that's what I don't
choke
know.
on a
Like,
nipple, whatever.
She
Something.
can't-
when people,
That's her
like,
right,
you know when
like,
people
she-
say like how people be recording like them giving homeless people money on Instagram and stuff like that. Like and people be in the comments like, why you gotta record it? Like what? Like what
I
does
mean,
it matter? Don't
No,
be
because
doing
this
it.
is why it was. If
Like,
I was
it-
homeless,
like, is
I
you
get
out
what
there
they
giving
saying
people
though. Because if I was homeless, right,
But you
I
homeless.
would. You know.
You homeless.
But
Like,
what I'm
what
saying
do you
is-
care?
I'll be like,
No, I'm happy that. But why would you want to publicize somebody's downtime?
I think that they're doing it because they're showing people like they're showing people like, look, when you walk past these people that are homeless, they're not homeless. Some of these people are not homeless because they chose to be homeless or they're fucking crackheads.
Yes.
Some of these people have lost their wife,
Yep.
lost their kids,
Right.
and they literally just said like they just lost life. Period.
Lost their
So you
That's
don't
right.
think that people who keep constantly recording homeless people is doing it to get likes and stuff? Kim K,
don't
on
matter,
the other
though.
hand, like with her, yes, she do a lot of stuff for attention. But this time, like, it's like, damn it, she do, damn it, she don't. She doing something good, so give her credit where it's due.
And so those people who are recording the homeless, they giving people the money.
Some of that, nah, cause like,
They
it's
give
They
it
not
to
giving
them.
it. They not
it's not a
asking for
lot of
that.
Kim K's coming out doing what she doing. It's a lot of people recording homeless videos. So at some point, y'all doing it because you saw somebody else who got the attention
But they doing
that
it,
you
though.
wanted,
They
and then you,
doing it,
I'm
though.
doing it for,
It don't matter.
today,
I
I'm gonna
wish-
do this. If you're gonna do something from your heart, why do you need to publicize that?
I wish
To show
that we could
awareness.
see the people who help these people. I wish we could see like afterwards, because most of the time when that happens, when one person give and we see that on that
It
TV
make you
on that
wanna do it.
Instagram, everybody else want to do it. So then you get
That's
that
what I'm
benefit.
saying.
It make you
Because
wanna
I give to the homeless all the time, but I'm not about to hey, let me.
But if you were to do it, do you know how many people you might inspire?
I'm going to when I talk to you,
Exactly.
I have conversations with people. I'm not about to publicize all that stuff all the time. But like everything ain't meant to just do stuff for likes and comments. A lot of people do stuff for likes and comments, and they might keep doing it again. Let's be real. Let's keep it real. Social media is about likes and comments. Everybody ain't doing it out of the kindness of their heart.
I mean,
I don't think it's about just likes and comments. Because sometimes you want to just share stuff that you
If
do
I was
with your
out there
friends.
passing out 20s, I would record it too.
Me too.
I'm not doing that.
We got too many
Like-
homeless in general. Sure.
So what do y'all think out there? What y'all think that's it? What y'all think about Kim K? You think she doing a good thing? You think she doing it to get attention? Like, what's y'all thoughts out there? Like, let us
And
know.
we also want to say hey to the people that just joined in with us.
Hey. What up? What up? What
Hey,
up?
y'all.
What up? All right. Who next? Who
We're
next?
gonna give the people time to say what they want to
Okay,
say.
so let's go ahead. We gonna count it down, y'all. We gonna count it
We
down.
could do another.
What y'all think? Come on, drop something in. We need to know how y'all feel.
They said
So
it's definitely for likes and comments.
Exactly. It is.
Because people, I think the real issue is just too many homeless people in general.
Mm.
That's the real problem. You want to help the homeless? Give them a job. Sure. Get them off the corner. You know what I'm saying? Give them the $1,000. People use too many videos. People giving the homeless man $20,000. Like, man, what is that really doing for him? Honestly, most of the homeless people are veterans that's returning back from the army anyway. So that's the real statistic facts, and it's just sad. You know
Or
what I'm
people
saying?
who lost their mind.
Yeah, it's just it's
Literally.
crazy.
So take them in. Go out to dinner, get to know them, help them.
Nah.
I mean, no, but why not? Like,
I mean,
why
that's
not?
cool, but
Why
I feel like
not?
that's doing
Or
way too much.
why it's not doing too much. How so? I mean,
Like
if I was homeless and somebody took the time to do that for me, like you never know how that would
You
impact
don't
my
know
life.
that person though. You don't know what they. You don't know they crazy. You don't know if they're a serial killer. Like
We make it.
you too
I
nice.
feel like we enable the homeless people kind
You
of.
too
They
It's
don't
nice
have
for them.
nothing already.
kind
I
of
feel like we enable.
we enable them. You know
But
what
the
I'm
system
saying?
is set up for
It's set
homeless
up
people
for
too.
homeless people. It's like then they start doing it and it's
That's
easy.
why they got
It
homeless
becomes
shelters.
easy to go. Like it's been plenty of stories y'all seen. People became millionaires from begging on the corner.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Kim.
it's just crazy.
Tyler
Like
Perry.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like man, it's a scam,
It's a
man.
guy on
You
my,
can become a millionaire from begging.
It's a guy on my
Yeah.
job. He
Why
won't.
you
If he
consider-
sees homeless people of a certain color, he won't give them money.
Oh wow,
What color?
black.
White.
Oh white.
I mean, they said because white people got more resources than black people. So
If
why
you-
would
I don't
I
need
give
it though.
If
Why would
you
you-
lose
why would I
that
give you
privilege,
money?
that means you did something
No,
real
for real.
bad.
He got the skin to win, so.
It's like, no, that's what they said. Like, white people got more resources than we do, so why would I give you money when you really got more help than this black person?
You got a
who's out here
300-year head start.
Okay,
I'm not good with you.
I mean, I feel like you should still help out.
Deja BM said, I feel like some people may do it to spread the good deeds, to maybe show others it's okay to help somebody out there, but there are people that do it because they want to go viral showing that they helped somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I think we all on the
I
same
mean, yeah,
page.
that's true.
Yeah.
Because
So I
sometimes
think
it do
it
be
is-
genuine, and
Sometimes
sometimes
it
it do be like for the
Probably
like.
95% of the time it's for the like.
No, it don't be though. You
But
can
if
tell
I'm
the genuine. Like
homeless,
you
I
can
don't
tell.
care whatever the reason is, just as long as you
Like,
help me
get
out.
right.
Okay.
You help me.
You help
Okay,
me.
I got
You
something to
record
say.
it.
If I give, it's a homeless man, like on the freeway when I leave my job, I give him dollars sometimes and I don't record it. But if I was to give somebody $20,000,
Oh, I'm
I
recording
will
that.
record it.
because
Record
what?
it.
That a tax write-off?
That's a big thing.
That ain't tax or
That's
something.
not
I'm
like
not
a
recording
dollar.
it.
That's
Sure.
I mean, we
like
can go ahead and give
a
them money if y'all want to,
life-changing-
but I'm not recording it.
Listen, if I gave
That's a
somebody
life-changing
$100, I'm recording.
exactly.
I gave Buddy $100.
If it's a dollar,
Take
it's
it
like
along
I do
with
that. Or if you do it all the time, it's like you don't have to record it every time. But if it's something that's out of the ordinary and you want to inspire people, that would inspire
Definitely.
somebody.
That's just like the videos that we watch. You know, or you know, we go to these seminars and stuff like that. They pretty much selling us or recording us, watching them, and they giving us the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I did this. It's all the same thing.
Right.
That's true.
It's all the same thing. It's just that, you know, it's money over them talking, they words. Same thing.
Same thing.
So, we ain't get nobody else say y'all don't
Did
know.
anybody else have something to
Y'all didn't
say?
like that topic?
No,
I thought that was a good topic.
I did too.
I thought that was real
I mean,
good.
I
people
thought that
don't
was
ever
good,
give
too.
Kim K. I mean, granted, 99% of the time she do stuff to be in the public's eye.
Because she a
if she
hoe.
did not, if
What's her
she
talent?
did, if she did
What's her talent?
not, if she did not do things to stay in the public public, the Kardashians would literally fade away. So they gotta stay in the public.
Cause she don't have a talent.
They
right?
would. They
She
would
got
really
some talent.
cold.
She got
She
some
don't have a
talent.
talent, right?
She got some talent.
Probably wouldn't fade away.
No, it ain't that. It wasn't that good. I seen.
Most
She
of the
just-
people on
It wasn't that good. I
She
seen.
goes Kanye, so it must be
most of those
something.
girls
Wasn't
on
that good.
Instagram in their bio, like the models and all that, in their bio it say influencer. So I think that's like somebody that influence the way you dress, influence this. That's what they on social media for, to influence you to do stuff. So if they was to post something of them giving back to somebody, I think it would really influence people to do the same thing.
Definitely.
Definitely.
And then that's just like how we got a lot of the celebrities now who's getting involved with the Black Lives Matter and all the other kind of stuff. When they do stuff like that, then that inspires other people to get involved.
Right. They're different.
All right, Chelsea is going to disagree.
Disagree.
We agree to disagree, y'all.
Alright, so we're gonna piggyback on the Chloe and the Miss Jordan Woods situation, y'all. So,
Jordy.
listen, y'all.
She 21 and she had the bomb.
Wait a minute, that's not even a question.
Can she say her question?
Damn.
She want to skip this one.
Hello, can I ask the question? Y'all ready?
Anything that got to do with sex, she don't want to talk about it.
If your significant other was drunk and cheated, does that count? That's the question.
Yes, that definitely counts.
Let's
You
go ahead and say that one
intentionally got
time.
drunk.
Hell yeah.
You intentionally got drunk. You
Hell yeah.
intentionally had sex. It count. You cheated. We're done.
Like they say, drunk man tells no lies, okay? So if they had
One
sex...
drunk woman
I
tell no
agree to
lies
that.
either.
Well, man is just a figure of speech. Man, woman, whatever. The point
Woman.
is...
I
Okay.
think it's just men.
Majority of the time, it is.
No, legit.
Nah, y'all be y'all too. Y'all just don't tell nobody. That's the.
They
that's the-
sneaky.
So
That's
then-
okay.
They like to
Yeah.
So
sneak.
then y'all need to learn from us.
So
Because
you
that's why y'all
like,
be
you
getting
gonna
caught.
come in like that though.
They
Like,
sneaky. No, they definitely sneaky.
It be,
Really
we be knowing. Alright, okay, alright.
I
Loretta.
will
Nah,
say,
cats come in
I
all
will
quiet.
say, women are a little bit sneakier than dudes.
A
But
little
y'all
more?
just like,
No,
y'all
not more.
tell.
We
Like
not
I had an ex-boyfriend that cheated. He got caught. I said, he's like, yeah, you know I cheated. Yeah, you right. I
Oh,
did.
he's
that.
stupid.
He like, yes,
We-
I cheated. X amount. He just started telling his whole stuff. I'm like,
We
I
not.
only kind of tricked you to tell you. Done told everything. You kind of
I mean, he kind of honest though. Like,
What's the
y'all,
point?
y'all say y'all
Yeah.
like honest dude, but then when he tell y'all the real, y'all like, oh, okay.
I'm straight on him.
I want a faithful dude too. I don't just want an honest dude. So I don't think just because you
You right.
told me that don't mean like it was right.
I mean, at least he was honest
He a
about it.
he a true.
He's
fan.
gonna
I
find out in the
had to
street.
ask a
Now,
question.
it'd
to
been
get
crazy
you
if
to
the
tell.
girl would have DM'd you, like, you know what I'm saying? If she'd have came to you as a woman, and then you would have really been mad.
But the easier thing is just for you to just leave. Like, just go away. Why do you have to stay with me if you want to cheat on me?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, so since we was talking about the Chloe and Jordy, what would y'all do in this
It's like
situation?
liquor
I
only
would
gives you
break-
the courage.
You said what?
It's like liquor only gives you the courage.
To do what you was already inside your mind. You like, you know, I'm about to go smash right now. Like I can do it. Hop on in.
And I'm sorry, Loretta. She said, "Hell yeah, that count." I'm
Right,
with you.
Lolo?
I'm
Right.
with you.
But I mean, if I was Chloe, I would have ended it too. Like I would have been done. One, you gotta look at the age difference too. Like I'm kind of like, how old is she? Like 40?
Yeah, Tori like 35.
She's
man.
ugly.
I mean, like, but why was she talking to the girl like that? Somebody need to whoop
No,
her
I'm
Chloe for
saying,
that.
but like she 35.
I don't agree with that.
She 30. She in her
Like,
30s.
How she was talking
Tristan
to
somewhere
girl.
in his 20s, and he went to a 21-year-old. So on some level, he probably
Tristan
did.
26.
Okay, he's somewhere in his
He young.
20s, and she's 21. She way younger. On someone he probably was.
He a young
But-
nigga in the NBA.
She should get out of there because his career
Wasn't
is
she
done.
Wasn't Chloe talking to Fresh Montana while he
You
was
said his
with-
career
He
done.
cleared that up. He said that was
Yeah,
not
he
true.
trash.
Even though Trina said that
Stick a
was
fork
not,
in it.
that it was true, and that they was living together, and she even flew the monkey out and everything.
French Montana. I'm going with my man's French Montana. He said it wasn't true, so that's that.
Okay.
Okay, French.
I would have let Chloe because if you cheat once, you gonna cheat again. It's just
Yeah.
a matter
He said he
of
would.
time before
I
you-
think everybody.
I mean, he cheated on his other.
Everybody
I
He,
believe
cheated
everybody
but no,
cheated
look,
before.
he cheated on Chloe. No, he cheated on.
So ain't nobody at the
His
table
previous-
cheated before?
No.
he,
No.
You ain't never cheated?
No, I never
No.
cheated.
You ain't never cheated?
No.
What?
You ain't never cheated?
I mean, if you count like elementary school.
Yo,
you had,
I
like,
was
You
say
ain't
you
never
count.
cheated?
Everybody have different definitions
Never.
of cheating.
Oh, so
Right.
he being janky because he
You
gonna
ain't
talk
never
about.
cheated?
If we talking high school,
Yeah, he talking about like.
Your whole
He
life.
ain't talking about relationships. He talking about
Just
just cheating
period
in
in your
general.
life. Have you ever
Uh-huh.
cheated before? I think everybody cheats.
When
at
I was
least
in elementary
one time in
school,
their
I cheated on a
life.
lot of stuff.
when I was in elementary school and I
I
had
to your whole test, baby.
Bobby, like that's my boyfriend.
All the tests, baby. Yeah, but it's all good.
So you ain't never cheated before? I ain't.
No, I take you know what I'm saying. We talking about that, then yeah, I retract my statement.
I'm just honest. Everybody cheats one time in their life. Whether you call it cheating or not.
Y'all cheated for the juice
If your partner wouldn't like you doing it, everybody done did something.
But do you not know why cheating happened? People
not in a relationship.
People don't want to have tough conversations. So if I'm cheating on you, or I'm thinking about it, instead of me coming to you as a man or woman and saying, yo, I don't like that you don't do this position, or I don't like that you do this to me, I'm going to go ahead and cheat. People don't want to have tough conversations because they don't want to hurt your feelings. So I'm going to go ahead and cheat, and I can use that as an excuse that I cheated because you didn't do X, Y, and Z.
I don't even know it's that though. You know, no, my man.
We gotta go back to that. Everybody cheats in relationships. That's not true. That is not true.
Okay, I take it back.
Everyone does not cheat in a relationship because it's people that are honorable and believe in loyalty, and we don't do that. Okay? I know there's more people out there like that.
I believe in loyalty.
I'm loyal all day.
You know what I'm saying?
All day. I'm loyal all day.
So we got Carol and Ford.
Listen, I got my man, right? Alright, so I got a friend, right?
Come on, what's up?
Sometimes it don't even be like the girl. Like sometimes like niggas get a thrill from like getting some new pussy.
Oh, y'all.
Like that's what he told me. Like literally.
What he tell you? So he ain't loyal. That's just that.
Like he literally get a thrill from
So is
getting
this
some new
friend
pussy.
really you?
No, hell no. Don't do that.
Shades.
Don't do that.
I think he's
Don't do
speaking.
that.
No, he said
Don't do that. I said my man. Do not do that.
that's his man.
Do not do that.
Your man's
Do not do that.
The other,
Not to unlock himself. That was really his
Don't
friend.
do that.
I can't
We don't do no names.
Hey,
you know
y'all,
what I'm saying?
hey, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. This is all jokes aside. We ain't about to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
We is not about to do that.
Alright, y'all.
I'm gonna go ahead and sip again because I don't know.
I said my
I'm
man.
gonna spread up a stick. He might not
The man that said his man.
Listen.
They try to
y'all
do it like
playing.
that.
I'm done. Y'all playing.
Look,
It ain't me.
Carolyn Ford, Facebook, she said Chloe should have stopped 2 or 3 basketball players ago.
Shit. But ain't that how she got Tristan? He cheated on her with his other BM, right?
I don't
You
feel
lose
like
the man, how you get him?
I don't feel like they
Who made
dating for
Tristan
love
back?
in that family. I feel
Man,
like they
them
just
Kardashians.
dating.
They date for whoever hot.
Yeah, whoever had a
Kanye at one point was hot. I mean,
And that's
she
why the
married
guys
Kanye.
date them, because they all funny looking to me anyway.
They don't even look real no more. Look at their high school
They all
pictures. They look at now.
Courtney's kind of.
Courtney
I like
okay. Courtney, matter of fact,
She
Courtney
actually went out.
No, they all
But
look.
Chloe is funny looking.
They all look
Somebody
plastic.
said-
They all look pretty plastic if you ask me. They don't got no real body parts no more.
Oh my bad. Somebody said that Tristan wanted to feel some real lips. For it.
No, for real though.
That's the truth. Sure, want to feel some real
I
body
mean, you look
parts.
at the Kardashians when they
Everything's
first
fake.
started.
Like,
If you look at
damn.
them when they first started, they look completely different than what they do now. They actually all look they stink.
Nah, they all funny looking.
They
Fake.
I ain't gonna say they stink.
Nah, they look like they.
looking.
Nah, I wouldn't say stink. Nah, they don't look like they stink. All right.
They funny.
They definitely got perfumes and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I wouldn't say stink. You know what I'm saying? But they don't look real. Okay, we didn't say that. We give them that.
They look like they smell like plastic.
Yeah, it's not plastic. It's plastic smell good if you hit it right with, you know what I'm saying, with the right scent. Plastic can smell good.
Good.
I'm straight.
I feel like a Kardashian might smell good. Y'all don't think? Hey, I know somebody out there feel the same way, but they don't look good, but they might smell good. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Well,
Don't let them do me like that,
that
y'all.
was that topic.
Yeah, don't let them do me like that, y'all. Sure.
Okay, it's my turn? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, my topic is juicy, y'all. Like, juicy.
Can we get a drum roll, please?
Okay. Do women think about sex as much as men? If so, why do they get mad when a dude just wants to smash?
What y'all think? Let's get them a minute to think.
Yeah, we
Let's get
looking
them
at-
Jeopardy.
Hey.
I'll let y'all chime in.
Hey.
We not gonna run in.
Hey.
I'm gonna answer it first, and then we're gonna go ahead and see what y'all have to say about it. I think that some women do think about sex as much as men. I think all women think about sex before they should. And then what's the second question? question. If so, why do they get mad when a dude wants to smash? I don't think they mad though. I wouldn't be mad if they just want. I mean, hold on. That is all right. That is all right. That is all right. Okay. Just because I'm thinking about sex don't mean that I just want to have sex with you one time. You can have a thought and then think, okay, I want to have sex with this person in the future. That don't mean that I just want to smash one time. So I'm not mad if a dude just want to smash, but it's expected because that's how dudes are. That don't mean that I'm going to lower to their level and then just let them smash the first time and one time and that's it. But
can I hit it in a moment?
Yeah, that's my take on it, but I don't know.
I think it also is their approach. Like, even though we might still both agree that we want to smash, but that don't mean, as soon as I meet you, just strip. Like, serenade me,
So I gotta get you some
I
flowers.
know.
I gotta say you
But
some
when the female see a guy
chocolate.
though, she know like whether she is
They think
like
about
off rip though, just like a guy know, right?
Yeah.
a woman size a dude up just like a
So
man
it's-
size woman up.
So y'all think about sex just as much as we do, probably
I
even
mean,
more.
More.
Right?
I think more. For sure, more.
More.
I think
Definitely
it
more.
depends on the woman. I think some women don't think about sex as much as others.
Some
You
niggas
got
don't.
let's
some
be
people
real.
got some nymphos out here. You got some people that just only
Definitely.
I only think about sex with somebody who I can see myself being with. I don't think about sex with somebody that I just met like that. Like
Me
So
neither.
if
I feel
he's
you can't
fine,
visualize.
so you saying if he
I don't
like
think
fine,
women
fine,
think about it as much
fine,
because I
you be
think
like,
on
what
men.
You said 5'5"?
I mean,
I said if he like fine, like you be like,
Oh, I thought you said,
damn, you
like,
don't be like, I
5'5".
want to
fuck
smash
him.
it.
I think niggas can see a girl and be like, I just want to fuck. Like, I want to fuck her. Like, that's the first thought in their head. But I don't
we not
think,
like that.
I don't think women just be
Yeah, I
like,
bet
oh, I
you
want to
different.
fuck him. And it is some like that. But
I
I don't
think it
think
is.
most women are not like that.
I think it's a majority of the women.
Somebody said women are like crock pots, men are like microwaves. Men are instant. Women, you gotta cook us a little bit.
That's what I'm
before
saying,
us to
I
be
beg
ready.
you different.
I beg to differ.
Do you?
I feel like if women say, once y'all say, ooh, once y'all say, ooh, he cute, that mean you want to. I mean, you ain't said it,
No.
but that mean you want to fuck.
I
You
know
feel
some
me? That's the same
people-
thing. You feel me?
No.
If you pay
I know
attention,
some people
hey.
that
Back in my day.
if it's right, it's right. And they
Back-
like, no,
back in-
it's
I'm saying that-
right.
Back in my days,
You feel me?
Me
What?
personally, I'm
I'm
like
good.
with Deja. I need to see a future with you, or with this.
I don't automatically think
like
about sex.
I can't
I don't
do
either.
that.
I don't automatically think.
So we got
Me
Loretta.
either though.
Loretta said,
What's the
yes, women think about sex more, but women always invite their emotions to the bed.
Facts. That's
True.
true.
I feel the emotion too. I know what you, man, you right.
Two snaps for
It is
Loretta.
emotional in there.
That's more than
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
alright,
But
Few
you know
snaps.
what?
She said
We
few snaps.
emotional creatures though, so that's something that we can't really help. And then another thing too, like even when we do have sex, it's like our jewels is our jewels. We take pride in that. So if we giving it to you,
Do y'all want to
depending
know?
on the situation,
Because
Hold
sex
on,
is
wait,
not
wait,
just
wait,
sex,
wait,
it's
wait, wait,
it's
wait,
spiritual,
wait.
bro. It's y'all sliding spirits, y'all becoming one in so many ways. That's why that's why y'all break soul ties. Because you're really like becoming one with
Females
yourself.
be different then.
So it's a whole thing of breaking soul ties because you have sex, it's y'all swapping them souls. Oh, that's why
Oh.
y'all
Females be different.
Wait,
saying.
let's go back to the why do we get mad if a dude want to smash? Would y'all be mad if a dude? I wouldn't. The reason why I say I wouldn't be mad is because just because you want to don't mean that you're gonna smash.
Exactly.
That's just how
That's
I feel.
true,
Like
but
you
don't
can
come
want
around.
all you want to,
exactly.
but just because you want to don't mean you about to
I
smash.
feel like he should want to though. Like
Yeah, you should.
anybody that you think attractive, like you want to like what?
So
Anybody that you like what?
They should.
But don't come to me as if I'm a hoe. or
But if
something.
you
Like, I'm
keep
correct.
talking, yeah, if you
And y'all
keep
still
saying
say
something,
no.
Oh yeah, you
like,
gotta
okay,
come.
come
You gotta
on.
come smooth. You gotta.
You can. I can stop talking to somebody as easily as I started.
So do y'all think? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. But your kid said, "But can people separate sex from emotion?"
Yeah, I think.
I
some
don't think
people
so.
can. I think
Yes.
some
I
people
don't
can.
Some
women
people can and some people can't.
No, not in the sex. You
I don't
can't.
think women can.
I think
you
guys
can.
can.
Oh, you
Females
definitely
can't.
can.
I think
I
some
don't
females
I
can.
mean, if you just hit it from the back the whole
definitely
time, ain't no feeling in
I
that.
don't think women can.
Females can't do it. It's just
Let me
y'all
tell-
can't do
wait,
it. Y'all
let me
ain't
tell
know
y'all
how to do
something.
it.
Nothing
How
else.
you know? How do you?
That's the
know?
only time.
I can give you an example. Excuse me, honey. This was long before you. I love you. You know, we in this together.
Ooh.
But look, this was before me and my husband got together. You know, this was college days. it was this one dude. This dude, I guess he really, really liked me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we had an interaction. I'm like, all right. I literally just put my stuff on, cleaned myself off, and I left and went to a frat party. That was it. Like, there is no emotion behind that.
There's none. That's college though.
But it's the fact that we can separate sex from emotion.
Yeah, but
I
that's
had no emotion with that dude.
Not even a little
Right.
gift. Like,
Not even he left
voice.
voice messages. I kid y'all not. I remember it
Must
like it
know
was
that good.
yesterday. I had 8 voicemails.
wasn't that good.
8 voicemails and literally like 30 text messages from this person that
It was
day.
good on his end. Not her.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm hurting.
it was.
I think women can.
I think we can too.
So women
When
can.
they
Some
want to,
women
you
can.
can. But I think if you really like somebody, then you just can't help it.
You gonna try to. You gonna try to. You know what I'm saying? You gonna try.
Unless
and
he
it's gonna
put
eventually.
that
Unless
thing
you're
on.
doing it for another reason. Now, if you're doing it
Then
for
that's when
you're doing it for that ching
So
ching.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
he-
If he put that thing,
If he
she
put
ain't
that
gonna
thing
be
on
tired
his
of
nose,
emotion. She gonna
it
be
be
like,
over.
wait a minute, I need some
Ain't
more.
no your friend.
We got
Nobody,
Loretta.
We ain't friends
nobody
no
can do
more.
We got Loretta chiming in with it. She says, I know women that let dudes smash just because they wanted to be in a relationship with the guy. Then be mad at the guy for not wanting to be bothered afterwards.
Ooh.
I think that's good.
No, that's true though. That's true though.
Sex don't
Sometimes-
this is what people need to understand. Sex don't keep a man. Babies don't keep a man. Only how a man gonna stay if a man wants to stay. Ain't nothing you can do.
Hey, you know what?
Amen.
For the first time, I agree with you.
You know?
Definitely.
For the first time, the whole table.
I agree with
For
it
the
too.
first
I
time.
definitely agree with
Chili
you.
some snacks.
She gets some. She gets some. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
That's my little 2 cents there. So.
yeah. If
Did
you wanna be
anybody
out,
say something on
you
in
gonna
the
be out.
comments?
Just our
Just say-
homegirl Loretta.
Okay, Loretta and Deja been saying some stuff
What's
on
up,
here
Dave?
too.
What's up? What's up with Dave? What she talking about?
Women can definitely separate the two if she's something more. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
If not, she's something more she wants with you, and guys sometimes can't either though.
That's true.
No,
I
guys
think
can't. They
kinda-
get attacked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
you
the
ain't
guys.
I know a lot of suckers.
With
They be
guys-
suckers. I be knowing them too.
With guys, it be guys that be like cornballs.
Yeah, they be already.
Why
be
is he a
corny.
cornball? Because
They be acting like they ain't calling, but they be calling the whole
So
time.
I ain't never been sprung.
Oh my God.
I ain't never been sprung.
Have I ever been sprung?
You gotta repeat the question. You hear me?
Wait, hold on. Say it one more
Come
time.
again.
Come
Hello?
here, Dave.
Uncle Stan.
Have you ever been sprung?
Uncle Stan to the table.
Come again. Cat got your tongue?
Yeah, what you gonna say? Hello?
Well, I only had one relationship.
Okay.
See?
All right.
Have you ever been sprung, Mr. Emmanuel?
T-Pain style. T-Pain style. You feel me? How she get me? Hey.
That was different though. I'm talking about guys that get sprung
No, we was talking
like
about
over the
you.
pussy. Like
I
that be
think
Off the
that
first
be
time.
suckers. Like
speaking
them be
from my pot of
cornballs.
gold experience,
If you got
afterwards, dudes feel like they be clingy. Like I really do think that. No,
I do know some clean. I know. It be funny too.
Like, I'm
It be-
real.
Yeah.
Y'all think y'all entitled to control?
Even though I might have a little bit of emotion, you after sex, dudes be like on you,
They
like
be like,
I
you
love
lying.
you. Yeah,
Oh, I ain't never heard somebody say that.
I
I ain't never heard it.
bro.
Off the one?
Off the one.
Uncle Dan
I
back
love
to the table. Uncle Dan back to the table.
He said,
I love it.
Off the one?
They do, and
Hit
that's
him
facts.
with the one.
That's facts.
That's crazy.
That's big facts when you got a pot of gold.
Yeah, I must do that.
They be calling like a mother.
That's that.
Bro, I'm about to go to the bathroom real quick. Be calling like a mother.
Again, honey, I love you. Trust me, this was way before your time. She gonna keep way before your time. And I hope you know, and I feel real bad because this is a situation I never told you about. Ever, this is the first time it's been voiced, so I'm so sorry.
She about to cry up.
Well,
I ain't gonna cry.
We ain't no fuck shit scared.
We
unapologetic.
ain't scared over here. We ain't scared.
Hey, Ranisha said that's a good expression. How to go?
How to go?
That's what we call it.
So that's that
Thanks,
term.
Ray
That's that
Bishop.
term that say good D can do what bad D can't, and the good pot of gold can do what bad pot of gold can't.
I think good pot of gold can do pussy run the world. I don't care what nobody say.
I love you.
I don't care what
I
nobody
don't know. I
say.
think
I love
It
you.
might be.
Y'all can think what
Not
y'all
if you
want.
take it.
Y'all
Not no
can
more.
think what y'all
Money
want.
come first.
If
Not no more,
all
baby.
the
Money come
world-
first. I ain't gonna lie. That paper come first. first. I ain't
Hey,
gonna lie. It's a close second though.
No.
Hey, I'll tell you something.
That lady come first.
It used to be, but y'all look at the HIV rate up in A.
Hey, that money first for sure.
Hey, we didn't think about that no more. Hey, we too scared.
Trying to run that bag up.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. That's what is scary. That's why I'm glad I'm married. Ayana, she said, agreed, Deja. Right. If we ruled the world, baby, we will free all our sons.
And
It depends on how good it is.
they just said if you hit that right spot or do something that ain't never been done to a person, it can make somebody catch feelings. No cap.
No, I ain't
That's true.
That's true.
For
That's
sure.
true.
You gotta
That's
put it
true.
down that one time. That's what they say. If you gonna do it right.
Do it right one time. That's all it takes.
Right, give it all you got.
I done had some good stuff before.
And it ain't make you
And
stay.
it didn't make me feel no different
No.
about the person, like, I don't know.
No.
I don't know about that one. I agree, but I kind of disagree because I done had some experience where it's like,
Timing was right.
it's good, but
Everything was good.
you
It
ain't
just-
my type like that. Like, I like you, but it's some stuff I don't like about you still.
Yep.
At this point, it ain't gonna change. The dick ain't gonna change you. I'm sorry.
No.
Like,
I don't know.
like me, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I'm speaking for back in the day, like high school. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get right out there, it's high school. You feel me? Like, I didn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your feet. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? If the feet was off, I was out of there. Like, I don't know. I don't like the way that pinky toe curled up. You feel me?
The nail on it?
Yeah,
That'd be the worst.
I'm instantly out. Like, I'm gone.
Oh my god!
The nail on it. He said the nail on it.
Oh my god!
That nail ain't right.
That's how I feel. I'm like, yeah.
If it's too chunky,
Yeah, I'm like, I'm out. I'm out.
if it's too chunky,
Yeah. That's back in the day, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that no more.
It's in my past.
Yeah, that's
What
back
y'all
in the day.
think up here? Let's see what y'all thinking. What y'all thinking?
What's the question first? You gotta reiterate the question.
Oh yeah, say the question one more time.
okay, my question was, do women think about sex as much as men? If so, why do they get mad when a dude just wants to smash?
Because they want to be in a, oh, my fault. I didn't get, I felt like because they want to be in a relationship, but I'm gonna give y'all some time to answer. That's why. Shoot, that's why
Shoot,
they
they
get
done
mad.
had like 30 minutes to answer.
Yeah, they have. Man, we on to the next topic.
Right.
Shoot.
I don't think.
Are y'all falling asleep or something?
Yeah, y'all over there.
I don't wake
Yeah,
up.
Wake on.
Wake up! It's Sunday.
I got something to say about that one more time, though.
Come on.
I know some girls that just want to smash too. Not me, but
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
real.
No,
I know
it
some
is
girls that just
Hey.
want to smash and the dudes be mad like,
They gonna be sitting like, oh, you want to I want to cuddle.
I want to be with you.
You know, they want to cuddle.
I want to have my babies.
Yeah, man.
Said I'd rather be with you.
Oh, you like how we did that? Ooh,
You heard
I like your
You
harmonize
heard
though.
That was some good harmony.
Can I say that? Come on.
No.
Yeah.
The crew is gone. It was over. That's a Tory thing. They left.
You don't know about
All right, y'all.
I don't care.
We on to the next
topic.
topic. We on to the next topic,
This
y'all.
is a good one right here.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see what it is.
It say, why do females pass up Russell Wilson's every day to get with Futures and Tristan Thompson's?
What's a Russell Wilson?
A sucker,
You
bro.
feel me? That's my first question. Like, what? A cornball? Nobody want no cornbread. You feel me? Like, come on, now.
Facts, hey, I'm with you.
Shoot.
Okay.
Horrible.
What makes somebody a cornball?
He's a
Because
square.
What makes Russell a cornball? Because he
He's a
loves it.
square.
Explain to me. What makes him a square? What? Why? Why? Because he loves Sierra.
Nah, you see me eating Hawaiian rolls. We don't want no cornbread. That's all we want. Sure, look at the fine
Answer
print.
my question. What makes Russell a cornball?
Listen,
What makes him not a cornball?
I don't think he a cornball.
Look at
What makes him not one?
Look at his
It's
haircut.
apparent that he
You
loves.
can't answer, so he's
I'm
a cornball.
answering.
Go ahead, go
It
ahead.
is apparent that he loves Sierra,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
in all his, from what I can see, social media, he has no problem expressing how much he loves her.
Okay.
He was a father to her first kid, father to the second one.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you every day that I love you. Why does that
Okay.
make you a
Because
cornball?
he ain't got no backbone. I
Man.
bet you every
Swear.
day. Listen, I bet you every day Sierra told him, you shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
That's why.
How do y'all know behind closed
Just
doors
like
he
that.
ain't like instead of her telling her shut the fuck up, but that's disrespectful as hell. He don't have her, she know her place and he know her place. They know each other's place. Why? Because he ain't got that you shut the fuck up.
Because
attitude
you
that
know,
make him a
as a
cornball.
woman,
Like,
sometimes
I think we
do
should
put
word
it
it
in
different.
her
Why
place.
do girls pass
Girls
up
want to
good
have
guys?
fun.
Good guys for bad guys. I think it should just be worded like that because we don't know really what Russell and what they got going on in their relationship.
Girls want to have fun.
Cause we like fixing people. I like to play
Fix
Mr.
it.
Fix It.
You want to be Mr.
You can't fix nobody.
Past hits.
And that's where I go wrong.
Women
There.
like to play Mr. Fix It. Like you get
can't
this
fix
dude,
nobody.
you feel like, oh my gosh, he fits all this stuff in his box. I feel like I could fix him. I can get him to be how I want him to be.
I don't want no woman trying to fix me. I ain't gonna lie.
I
You gonna get kicked to the
don't have time
curb
for that
trying
right
to
now
fix
in my
me.
life.
Because why is you with me if you trying to fix me? Like, you don't like me?
I broke his arm.
Right.
Obviously.
What's broke about me? You know what I'm saying? Like, dang. Like, dang.